So before we get into today's video, I have an awesome app to show you guys. It is called Game Time. Now with the NBA season literally days away, it is time to decide on which games you will be going to this year. Now, if you download the app and use my promo code J711, you will get $10 worth of tickets, which is pretty nice. Now, as you can see here on the app, some of these games are extremely cheap using Game Time, and as you can see, this game for the Detroit Pistons is only $8. Now, if you use my code J711, you will get $10. So that means you can go to this Detroit Pistons game literally free. $0 cost. That is absolutely insane. I bet a lot of you guys will be going to a lot of games this year, and it's not only NBA, there's also NFL, NHL, MLS, a bunch of different types of sports. And as you can see, you can literally go to a Clippers game for $1 if you use my code. And also with Game Time, you can see exactly where you will be sitting on any given night, which is also pretty nice. And this app is absolutely amazing. I will be using it for probably the rest of this NBA season because I'll be going to a bunch of games this year. And as you can see, you can obviously see where you'll be sitting, and that is pretty cool because not many places show you your exact seat, so that is pretty nice. Now, as you can see, once you actually buy your tickets, you go to this purchase tickets tab, and you don't even have to worry about printing out your tickets. I know that's a big issue for me and my family, but you can literally just show your phone to the person scanning tickets, and you are right into the game just like that. So if you guys want to go ahead and download this app, it's called Game Time on the App Store. There will be a link to it in the description below. Use my code J711 for $10 worth of tickets. What is going on, everybody? I am back with another episode of my Brooklyn Nets MyGM series. I believe this is episode 9, so let's get into it. In this episode, I'm going to go ahead and simulate through the entire month of December. We're going to do a couple of trades, do a couple of free agency things, and do a couple of scouting reports, and that should be the episode. So it should be a very interesting episode, so let's get right into it. So we're going to go ahead and just start simming until December 9th, and let's see what happens. So we lose to the Pistons, and first of all, let's take a look at the scouting report, and here are all the players that we scouted. Pretty cool. Obviously, these are all a bunch of random players. These are auto-generated rookies because there were no like real rosters or real draft classes, so that's why you see a bunch of auto-generated rookies. But anyways, we end up winning against the Phoenix Suns, and you know what? We're gonna go ahead and check out the player stats and all of the Rookie of the Month and Player of the Month awards. Alright, so as you can see, LeBron James ended up winning Eastern Conference Player of the Month, and surprisingly, Damian Lillard ended up winning Western Conference Player of the Month. As for Rookie of the Month, Jahlil Okafor and Karl Anthony Towns, as to be expected. But let's take a look at Damian Lillard. Wow, 34 points a game. That is crazy. Obviously, Lillard is pretty much like the only star on the Trailblazers team. So to see him averaging 34.3 points a game is absolutely insane. Let's see where Jimmy Butler is. Jimmy Butler moved into number 9, averaging 23.8 points. Playing pretty good, if I had to say so myself. So Jimmy Butler playing pretty good. Let's take a look at the All-Star voting, I should say. And it looks like, yep, Stephen Curry. Whoa! Stephen Curry is leading all the votes for the Western Conference, but look who is leading all of the votes for the Eastern Conference. My man, our man, Jimmy Butler right there. As you see, 590,000 votes, almost 560,000, or 591,000, I should say. But that's insane. He's leading all these players, including LeBron's not even on this list. Oh, this is backcourt, obviously. Oh yeah, LeBron is leading the front court. But as far as the backcourt goes, it looks like Jimmy Butler will be the starting shooting guard as long as he stays healthy for the Eastern Conference All-Star team. And as far as the front court goes, Brook Lopez actually isn't on this list, which is kind of disappointing to see because he is a great center. And then the front court of the Western Conference, no surprises here. You got KD, Marcus Gasol, and DeMarcus Cousins. So looking at the conference rankings right now, we are 99 on the season. We are perfectly at 500, and that gives us, what is that? That's the 6th seed in the East. That's pretty insane. And if we were 500 in the West, we would be out of the playoffs, it looks like. But hey, that's not bad at all. 9-9 on the season. I mean, we're not really even expecting to make the playoffs this year, so that is pretty nice to see. And we're gonna go ahead and continue our simulation past this game against the Philadelphia 76ers. I mean, pretty much, I just want to get through this season so we can get into free agency and into the off season. Oh yeah, and also, you guys were letting me know in the comment section down below that obviously you can't relocate within one season. It'll take like 2, 3, 4, 5 seasons. Yes, guys, I know. Trust me, I know about this, but I am planning on buying the team once one of these videos just can hit 200 likes within 24 hours. We're getting there. I mean, we're obviously getting more likes day in and day out, but I mean, if you guys can just hit that like button for me, if we can hit like 200 likes within 24 hours, I will go ahead and buy the team. I mean, 50,000 VC, that isn't too bad. I mean, that's what is that? 20 bucks. I'll spend the 20 bucks. We can go ahead and buy the team and be the owners of the New Jersey Nets, and that will allow us to relocate within like a couple of seasons or maybe even one season, I believe. So trust me, guys, I do know, and obviously I'll try my hardest to relocate as quickly as possible. But as for now, the title will stay as the New Jersey Nets because that is pretty much what we are now. Alright, so taking a look at the trade offers for Andre Robertson, honestly, I'm just looking to get a draft pick in return for him and at least get a draft pick or maybe even like an expiring contract. You know what? I'm going to go ahead and accept this trade right here. So Andre Robertson for Jabari Brown and a 2018 second round pick. Andre Robertson gets like no playing time with the Nets, and he also really isn't a great player for me to use, at least in my opinion. I'm not really a huge fan of him. So bringing in Jabari Brown, expiring contract, and we get a second round pick. I think that's a great trade. So we're going to go ahead and go through with that trade. And Andre Robertson, welcome to Brooklyn, aka New Jersey. Ooh, look at this trade right here. Let's take a closer look at it. So Chris McCullough and Ray Allen for Courtney Lee and Russ Smith. This trade is actually kind of interesting. Obviously, I mean, Ray Allen is Ray Allen, and he's one of the best shooters of all time, but I mean, we're getting Courtney Lee in the process. That actually is not a bad trade, I gotta say. Plus Russ Smith, a nice point guard to back up Tony Roten. Let's see how he's been playing this season. So he's been averaging only 2 points a game, so that's nothing too spectacular. What about Courtney Lee? Courtney Lee has been averaging 8 points a game, which is phenomenal. I mean, he's gonna be a nice role player. How much? Ray Allen though is averaging 14.7 points. So I think, you know what? To be honest with you guys, I think I'm gonna take this trade. I'm really liking Courtney Lee. I mean, I obviously don't want to get rid of Ray Allen just because, I mean, he's Ray Allen, future Hall of Famer, one of the greatest players in NBA history. But honestly, I feel like these two players are definitely going to retool this team and give us a younger vibe. So I'm going to go ahead and accept this trade. Please don't hate me if you guys don't agree with it. But I feel for the future of the New Jersey Nets, this is a phenomenal trade for both teams. And I mean, I think we're getting a lot more assets in this trade than we would otherwise. So Ray Allen is gone. Can't believe I just did that. Let's take a look at the roster. Obviously, Jimmy Butler is still out with an injury, which really, really sucks. So you know what? I'm actually going to start Courtney Lee over Marco Bellinelli, just because Courtney Lee is a beast, and Bellinelli, I mean, he's a beast too, but I like Courtney Lee a little bit better. Honestly, the team is looking kind of weak right now with no Jimmy Butler in the lineup and Brook Lopez not playing like he's supposed to, but it is all good. So you know what? We're going to go ahead and simulate this game against the Miami Heat. So now we're going to go ahead and simulate this game against the Indiana Pacers using Simcast because the Pacers are definitely a team that we might face up against in the playoffs if we even make the playoffs. But it's definitely a team that's probably at our level as far as skill goes. So, and the score just perfectly displays that. As you see, I mean, it's a pretty close game all around. And the Brooklyn Nets are pulling away in this one. And we are going to go ahead and take the win. Yeah, we're going to go ahead and take the win in this one. 97-93, that was a close one. And we make it to level number 7. Hey, just like I said, I told you guys this was a great trade. Courtney Lee with 23 points, 7 for 10 from the field with 4 for 4 from 3-point range. Thiago Splitter with 17, Brook Lopez with 16. Let's take a look at how Paul George and the Indiana Pacers did. Wow, Monte with 28 and Paul George with 18. What a great win for this team. And you know what? We're going to go ahead and simulate to December 31st. And to go ahead and wrap up this episode, I hope you guys are enjoying. If you guys are, be sure to leave a like. I hope you guys are enjoying the longer videos also. I love making these longer videos because it's more live and it's more raw. I'm doing live commentaries if you haven't noticed that. Something I never really did in the past. But now that I'm doing it here in NBA 2K16, I've really started to love it. And I like the live comment. Let me know what you guys think about the live commentary in the comment section down below. Do you prefer like nicely edited like post comms, or just live commentaries, just what I'm saying when I'm saying it? So let me know in the comment section down below. Alright, so let's take a look at the box scores from this Orlando Magic game. And Vucevic had 21 and 10. But let's take a look at our team, and look at that. Jimmy Butler with 30 points, 10 assists. Let's go. And Courtney Lee right behind him with 18 points. I told you, Courtney Lee was a phenomenal pickup for this team. Jimmy Butler, Courtney Lee, and Brook Lopez, the new big three in Brooklyn.